This is the AEW Rampage August 2, 2024 full show results video which takes place at Bon Secours Wellness Arena in Greenville, South Carolina. The show started with a match between Wheeler Yuta vs. The Butcher, and Bryan Danielson is on commentary for the opening match of the night. Yuta hits a flying crossbody from the top rope late in the match, while Schiavone asks Danielson on commentary to talk about his upcoming match with Jeff Jarrett. The Butcher is rocked after multiple elbow strikes and a flying forearm smash, and Yuta lands a German suplex for a 2 count. Butcher comes back with a backbreaker and powerbomb for a near fall. Yuta bites the back of Butcher's neck and rains down with the elbow strikes, and then Wheeler locks in cattle mutilation and scores the submission win. MxM Collection is interviewed backstage. They will continue to runway through the AEW roster when they defeat Private Party tonight, and they pose for a beauty shot as the interview ends. The next match happened between Brian Cage vs. Manny Lowe, and the result of this match was Brian Cage defeated Manny Lowe by pinfall. Kyle Fletcher is interviewed backstage about his match next week against MJF. Don Callis isn't happy about Kyle getting the Callis family involved in MJF's business. Brian Cage interrupts talking himself upon, and Callis wants to leave the scene, but Fletcher challenges Cage to a match on Collision. Callis does not approve. Harley Cameron makes her entrance and says Saraya isn't wrestling out of protest for the way the company has snubbed her from All In at Wembley Stadium, and then we saw a match between Nyla Rose vs. Harley Cameron. Nyla overpowers Harley and tosses her out of the ring, before wiping her out with a baseball slide under the ropes. Harley rams Nyla into the ring post, and they are back in the ring as Harley chokes Nyla in the corner. Nyla catches her in a backbreaker later in the fight and lands a leg drop and misses the cannonball in the corner. Harley hits a running knee strike for a near fall on Rose, and Harley goes for a Bronco Buster, but Nyla catches her, stands up while holding her, and turns it into the running beast bomb for the 3 count. Private Party are interviewed backstage, and they are going to dance all over MxM's faces tonight in the main event. The next match happened between Brian Keith vs. Jackson Drake, and the result of this match was Brian Keith defeated Jackson Drake by pinfall with the Diamond Dust. Katsuyori Shibata is interviewed backstage by Renee Paquette, and he says Samoa Joe and Hook want revenge on the Learning Tree, and they want it soon. Shibata feels better than 100% and plans to injure Bad Apple next week. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between MxM Collection vs. Private Party and Mansoor. Later in the match, we saw Private Party mock his pose and lure him into a double-team dropkick, and they take out Mansoor too, and MxM regroups on the outside. Then Madden catches Cassidy's dive to the outside and turns it into a Bossman slam, but Quen follows up with a crazy dive of his own to take out the big man. In the end, Mansoor thrust kicks Cassidy in the ring, while Madden chokeslams Quen from the ropes, and MxM hits their tandem finisher for the 3 count. Madden and Mansoor celebrate their win by touching tips and posing with referee Aubrey Edwards as Rampage goes off the air.